Hi. Hey, what's going on? This your boy Tez again. To all my black queens out there, I'm glad that you guys are safe and doing what it is that you're doing, and you guys are leading and paving the way for many of girls that's going to follow you. I have two daughters that's going to follow you, and so what you are doing now in colleges all over America and abroad, I commend you on it. Now we have to basically talk about a thing. We need to have a heart to heart. Today's topic is going to be called loving everybody. It is very essential that we need to get some clarifications of this loving everybody. Black people tend to, in America, or America KKK, they tend to be very passive and very understanding and loving for everybody else. And then, like, we can basically inherit, or I want to say basically we can take into someone else's pain and understand through the pain that we had to better assess their situation, and then to can connect with them on a different level, even be it no matter how micro or macro the level it is. We just tend to agree, and we tend to just relate to people. Unfortunately, we are very passive, and we're too loving. It's like basically, well, what I want to say, basically in ancient in ancient times, or for example, let's just say me, for example, if I'm a conqueror, and if I want to conquer somebody, I'll give them gifts. I'll give them whatever it is to lure them in. And sometimes black people will take somebody else's intentions of talking good about them as a way of being baited into someone else's agenda. So if I'm luring you in, all the while I'm getting you in, just making you trust me, making you drop your guard, then tell I can basically manipulate how it is that you view me. And while I'm doing that, in essence, in the back doors, in the back rooms that I don't want you to know, I'm plotting your demise. And so what we tend to do is we drop our guard to everybody thinking, oh my God, they said that black women are beautiful. Oh, let's go ahead and do this. Or I can say, hey, I prefer black women, and then get you in. All the while I could be a flaming racist, but I can get you in, get you pregnant, and then I can have slave sex with you, or whatever. Whatever the case may be, or what they call splitting the black oat. We know what you guys do down in the South. But anyway, what I'm basically saying is that people can basically lure you out with good intentions and say things to you, all the while trying to manipulate you and then take advantage of you and control you. Everybody know that you can get pimped in all aspects of your life, be it religiously, financially, economically, um, and educationally. And if I basically make you do what it is that I want you to do, then my intentions for you in the overall aspect is not good. It's very demeaning for you. So I just wanted to let black people know out there that everyone does not love you, and I'm not saying that everyone hates you. But unfortunately, everyone does not love you. Now, they can smile in your face. I think the most dangerous person to me is a person who can smile in your face and can relate to you. But all the while relating with you, they're plotting your demise. I've had plenty of people that I've worked with that I've basically spoke to in confidence. Just kind of venting about many of things or many of situations that exhibit my frustration in a job field, and they'll just laugh it up. All the while talking to HR or my manager, supervisor, or anything of that nature, trying to get me fired. This has been going on for quite some time, and I'm not saying just me. I'm just saying in general as the whole aspect. So when I talk about black people, I'm talking about the overall majority. See, sometimes what we do is that we want to connect with the individualism, and we want to say, hey, as long as I pull myself up by my bootstraps. Well, you gotta have boots first to pull them up, and two, not only do you gotta have boots to pull them up, you have to understand what it is that you're getting into. You have to understand your situation. And I just think that a lot of us, we don't understand our situation. I do believe that many of us, we need to kind of work together um, for the greater good. What I tend to do now sometimes is I try to look at every black person as a brother or sister of mine. Not saying everybody a brother and sister of mine, because at the end of the day, We all know we got a lot of coons out there, but on top of that, I might want to date somebody. No, but what I'm just saying with that, we all have to start looking at each other as brother and sister. If we want change amongst us, amongst our race, to kind of, to be able to compete with other races, to do other business with other races, to be seen as a legitimate force as other races as well. We have to change this concept of that, this individualism. Black people are considered ants. We should be ants. We should work together as ants and for the greater good as ants. We don't want to be tied down or oppressed, but at the same time, we got a lot of people who are willing to take the leadership role and manipulate us for their own agenda as well. And so we become very leery of not only outsiders, but people within. And I think that when we become very leery of that stuff, we're just kind of plotting our demise. We got to have a few leaders in this group, and I just think that you should judge them on the context of their character and what type of moves that they make. Again, I'm not saying that we're all perfect. So, again, but I'm going to say this, though. I'm willing to follow anybody, or I'm willing to, lead. But I don't, I'm not going to lead. But I'm just saying, like, if I'm going to follow somebody like, let's say, like Marcus Garvey or Malcolm X or something of that nature, hate it or love it, ascribe to the religion, ascribe to whatever it is that they're doing. You don't have to, but get the message, receive the message, understand the message, and then implement the message, meaning carry it out. And if by carrying it out makes your life better for you, your family, stability, structure, discipline, honor, all those things that come into play at a rapid speed that help you get to that next level, then you should do it. I don't really think that we should fight it. I mean, like I said again, I've learned a lot of information from many different things as well, and I've also took from other cultures as well when it's relating to things as well. I think that we can hate a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can disagree with white people who don't, but there may be something that, let's say, Ryan's doing that you can do to make your situation better. Do it. So I'm saying, just take all the information in different areas if you need to. You can do it in one area, as long as that it benefits you, your family, and the greater group, the greater good of the black people of America. Then we could do this. Like I said again, I just hope that we all can get unity and he just changed his mind. I'm sorry, I be breathing like a fat person sometimes. I hate it, but just I just want to say, we can all do this. So it's attainable. I mean, everything's attainable, and I think like many others, you know, like many others like me, and people who saying why not us. I'm saying that too. So let's just kick this off. Even if you gotta like this. I mean, even if you got to do just little small things, like I said again, it's like a big river. We're like a small pebble. Like individually, we're like a small pebble. But if you take a lot of pebbles, a gigantic, stash of them, and then you just all dump them in at the same time, you're gonna make splashes. So this is just what we got to do as individuals and as a group. Like I said again, get with like-minded people and people whom you can trust, and then work with it. Like I said again, it's gonna take us a while to, get this unity kicked off, but we can do it. All right. Well, anyway, people, I don't mean to be ranting and stuff like that. And by the way, I cannot stand this. This is, oh my God. So don't. I hate this. But like I said, all of us is not perfect. But anyway, you guys be safe out there. And to the black queens, black men do love you. And to the black men out there who aren't coons and all that other stuff like that. Again, brothers, I want to tell you guys, stay strong and continue to do what it is that you do, and encourage the younger generation to remember, good black men aren't made. They are created. So if you're going to lay down with that woman, create a baby with that woman. And if you do not marry or non-marry, make sure that you build that young man up to be a great man. So then where you might have failed as far as not being with her mom, you can install in him the skills needed to say, hey, look, I did this. It didn't work out. I want you to see that, understand it, then overcome where I failed. So I may not have got married, but I want my son married. I want to go to a wedding, you know. And just with that being said, again, so we all work together as well. So no, not throwing no hate, no way, not to any other races as well. I'm just trying to pinpoint my black people and tell you guys we got to work together as well. And it's not illegal to work together. And when we work together, you know, we are getting to know each other and we're gaining the trust. We don't have to include everybody in this awakening right now because, again, we're just trying to know ourselves. And not including someone does not mean we're throwing them in the trash. It's just that right now we need to take time for ourselves and heal. So don't let no one guilt you into some stuff like that. Like, that's crazy because I'm not going to guilt. You know, if the Chinese got to talk to each other, I'm not going to sit here and say, y'all shouldn't talk to each other unless I'm here. No, no. You do whatever it is that you need to do for your group. And then when you get two groups that are on one accord, that are working together for their benefit, but then they can say, hey, guess what? We can trade, we can do things amongst each other and help each other. Then fine. But right now, black people, you're in no no shape trying to include everybody into what it is that you're doing. So don't feel bad. All right, you guys, y'all take care. One love.